Hashtag no small creator.
Hashtag keep the bell. Alright. I'm doing the intro.
You are.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Timmerman podcast. This is Dennis. I'm
How's it
Kate.
going?
Welcome back. We are here again on a Saturday filming for you guys. If you are new, welcome. We are a husband-wife duo who shares as much as we can about health and fitness and what our passions are, and hope that inspires and motivates you who are watching. So welcome. We hope you enjoy. Don't be afraid to subscribe, like our videos, leave a comment, let us know what's up, because we are, we just want to help and benefit you guys and share what we can.
Punch that bell.
Thought it was kick the bell. I don't know. Anyways.
You can mildly tap it. You can flick it. You can high five it. Hit the button.
Go away. So yes, we are back here again. Today we are going to share a little bit, or a lot of it, or I don't even know what a bit, but we're going to share about
Some bits.
some bits. We're going to share habits, how creating habits can be helpful, which also includes a routine, and our routine, the routine that maybe we would like to have every single day if we had the ability to, and then some of those must-haves in the routine that, regardless of what's taking place, what we have to keep, because that just sets our day up for success. And then, there'll probably be some rambling, there'll probably be some storytelling. Yeah, we're going to see where this takes us.
She made a post the other day on Instagram, and we're going to touch on that about, and it's going to have a lot to do with actually habits, building confidence through progress. Yeah. And how where you are right now is like, you're going to look back on where you're at right now and be like, oh, okay, that was something. But then you're going to look back on that time later on from that and think that was something else. You're going to have to watch the rest of the episode to know what the hell I'm talking about.
I don't even think you know what the hell you're talking about.
I do. I just was trying to explain it in 30 seconds and I failed.
All right. Well, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So let's kind of start at the beginning with like a routine that maybe we have, and kind of jump into it that way. Mm-hmm. What are some must-haves for you in your routine?
Water.
That's mine.
It should be everybody's. I've made breakfast my routine. I've been eating breakfast. I don't know. It's been all right.
You shared with me earlier about the 5-minute flow.
Yes, that's something that I preach, but I don't always practice it. So I should. Right now, I'm okay. Okay, check it out.
Challenged.
So every single day this year, for 2019, I'm doing 10 Turkish get-ups, 100 kettlebell swings. If you're not following me on Instagram, then go follow me, and you can kind of see that story progress. But there you go. Now I've got 2 posts a day to make. I'm going to do 5-minute flow, chug a cup of water every day. This year, it might not be before I do anything else, because I'm usually out the door to the gym pretty early. And should I just do it before? Should I just wake up 5 minutes earlier and fucking do it?
Just chug the fucking water, dude.
Okay. I have 3 days a week. I have a 4:30 a.m. personal training client. I will wake up now 5 minutes earlier on even those days for the rest of 2019 to do the 5-minute flow. I just made it official right now. I can't back down.
No, you can't.
So holy shit.
So you just added to your routine.
I did. But you know what? Check it out. It's 5 minutes. And it's 5 minutes that I will never, I'm sure, regret. I'm sure there's not one day that I'm going to regret waking up 5 minutes earlier and doing this. It's the snowball effect. You're starting off your day doing something that's good for you, that carries over to the rest of the day. You're gonna more likely make better choices throughout the day. So even on the days that I don't have my 4:30 client, every single day of the week I'm at the gym 5:30 a.m. doing either group classes or personal training. So yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm actually excited for this new habit.
Yeah.
So we were going to talk about habits.
That just like rabbit hole.
That escalated very quickly.
So.
But
yeah.
hey, thanks guys. You just gave me something. So right now, click that thumbs up because you just changed my life right now.
So that's a really good example though of how a small item, small something can be added to a routine to build that habit that's going to have that snowball effect for you. Something simple like chugging water first thing in the morning. That's something that I do is I have water right when I wake up. I actually can't wake up without that water.
Can I add one more little, can I just rewind for 1 second?
Yeah, you can cut me off. It's okay.
I know, but I got to add to this before. So 12 days ago, it might have been tougher for me to make that commitment because before that, I wasn't doing any kind of specific thing exactly every single day. But now that I've done this Turkish get up swing thing for just less than 2 weeks, that gave me the confidence and the just the proof to myself that I could do something every single day to where I just did this.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where I was going with what I was trying to 30-second pitch earlier about your post on Instagram. So now keep watching. We're going to get back to that later.
Oh my God, this
Okay.
is so rambled.
So habits.
Okay.
Where were you at before I so rudely cut you off?
I was just giving an example of, how one small thing added into a daily practice can really just have, like what you mentioned, that snowball effect.
Mm-hmm.
For you, your 10 get-ups and 100 swings every day has now progressed you enough to make another commitment that you're going to add to your routine. And then a year from now, let's look back and say, how much stronger has your get-up practice been? Or how much better is your swing? How much better is just your overall general movement after practicing that for one whole year?
Just in the less than 2 weeks, my get-up practice has already gotten stronger. I'm already feeling better under the bell, and I was just talking about that this morning. Felt a little heavy this morning, but yesterday, that same weight felt pretty light. So, yeah, it's going to go. You can have your ups and downs, but overall, just in less than 2 weeks, I've seen progress. I've even lost a few pounds. Mm-hmm. So crazy.
So that's just how something added into your routine every day can be, how that can change. For me, first thing in the morning, I have to have water. I don't wake up unless I have, I've got a mason jar. It's probably only 16 ounces, but I have 2 of those every morning as I'm getting ready for work or for my day. And then I also have bone broth, 16 ounces of bone broth every day. And I've had that for about 3 to 4 weeks now. It's amazing. That's technically my breakfast is the bone broth. Not only does it help me get a little bit extra protein in, but I just feel like it's very healing for my body. And that with the water has just been a huge progress or a huge change for me. Routine, workout. So usually working out isn't a negotiable or can't say
negotiable.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Isn't that for us? I would prefer to work out between 10 and 11 or 11 to 12 every single day. That is when I'm prime. I'm ready to work out. I'm the most creative at that time. But during the week I work. So for me, working out usually has to be done at the end of the day. At the end of the day. So I'm always usually at the gym for our 5:30 or 6:30 class at Primal. For you, how do you fit? Because you have a way, your schedule is different from every single day. Mm-hmm. How do you make sure that you get your fitness in?
Well, therefore, like the last couple months prior, I wasn't making that time for myself to do that. And like I noticed a huge change. You know, my back was hurting. I was low on energy, even like kind of like just like borderline depressed, even in a sense of like just sometimes not having a lot of get up and go. And definitely like right when I started getting back into a little bit more serious training again, a little bit more focused training, I noticed a huge mood improvement, like huge, like overnight. It's crazy. I feel best late afternoon, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's when I feel the best. It's not always easy. That's a tough time for me to train. I got some clients sometimes at that time, but for myself, just with the girls and all that, it doesn't always work out. I like training at night, but I feel like my recovery suffers when I train it like later. And the later I train, the harder it is for me to recover. So I find if I train anywhere early to late afternoon, that's where I'm best. That's where I perform the best. That's where I feel the strongest. Studies show your body temperature is at the highest in that mid-afternoon, so you're kind of the most primed. Also, studies show that you're strongest at that time. Everybody's going to feel different, but I think overall, as an average, people are generally stronger at that time. It's when you got to get shit done before the sun goes down. So it makes sense. And hormone levels, you've had food, you've digested some food, which gives you a little bit more energy and strength. I would rather work out either on an empty stomach or at least an hour and a half to 2 hours after a meal. I like to be pretty well digested or emptied out.
And I think that brings up a really good point, because for me, I like to work out at like 10 or 11. Like that's when I personally feel the strongest. But as you had mentioned, like I've noticed that after I've had my water and my bone broth. Like I personally don't like to eat I don't like to eat before I work out. It's just not something I feel comfortable doing. I don't feel stronger after I eat. But having that bone broth, I feel like that gives me enough energy then to feel stronger, so I can do my workout and then I can have my food afterwards.
It's like a little liquid amino acid shot, pretty much. And that's
interesting.
I can believe that.
And you also mentioned another point, and it kind of is a little bit off topic, but it's going to bring us back.
I always do that.
So you had mentioned, though, where a couple months ago you weren't working out nearly, you weren't making that such a priority or a consistent item in your life, and you kind of felt maybe even, you would say, even depressed during that time. That's something I can super relate to, because over the summer I wasn't working out nearly as much, and I did go through a huge months of that mental illness, that depression, where I was having a very difficult time. And it wasn't until I got back into my fitness practice that really changed for me. And I think not necessarily always fitness related, but just having a routine, something that you enjoy doing, is going to keep you, and let's say that mental illness or that anxiety, that depression, that that we can feel when we don't have that routine away. I think just having something that you do every single day, that you feel comfortable doing, that you look forward to, helps with that mental shift.
Yeah, even if it's not like fitness, like working out related, just something that makes you feel good. Like, I want to say like have a milkshake every day because it makes you feel good.
Right.
But I mean like something where you're bettering yourself in some way, some kind of personal development.
Meditation, yoga, reading, in that way, bettering yourself. Like
sitting down and practicing like gratitude or something.
Yeah.
Simple like that, And, going back to like this summer, It's interesting because growth requires some kind of discomfort or pain or growth doesn't happen through a comfortable place in most situations. So, we had issues at that time too. There was a lot of like turmoil going on between kind of everybody. There was a lot of tension, and it's interesting. Like through that, our relationship grew too. Like we communicated, and we just like clicked on a higher level after like some fights and stuff like that. Some very uncomfortable situations, and we were better from that. And you grew. Like I feel like you leveled up coming out of that. So like sometimes, even though damn shit seems hard, like it's always an opportunity for growth. Pain and that uncomfortable feeling, that's an opportunity to look at that and be like, okay, like, is this the pattern that I want to repeat, or can we make a change somewhere? And so like I felt that, like I realized, and a lot of it was just trying to learn more about like the podcasting stuff and the video production and all that, just trying to get a little bit better with that and level up in that situation. It compromised another aspect of my life, and I realized, holy shit, this is like, I need to get ahead of this because this is a problem. Like I got a problem right now. And now I'm making vows to do a fucking 5-minute flow every day. So
you bring
through that uncomfort came this growth.
I would agree. You brought like it just what you were saying there sparked balance. It's I don't think we, in our many years of our relationship and fitness and health and all the changes that we've made in the years that we've known each other and been in a relationship, have we ever been like 100% balanced, like where our work life, our fitness, our children, our relationship is 100% like everybody's happy in all areas.
Right.
Even still to this day, like focusing more on like work and the podcast and editing, and that takes away from some of our time together or with the kids. And it's just, I think it's just staying aware of maybe what has your time and then communicating it. So that's something that we've really grown is in our communication, I feel. Yeah. And just, understanding, yes, you might be busy right now doing editing. I need to, accept that and let you have that because I know that makes you feel better. And that gives me, freedom to look into stuff that is going to help me grow. But then still communicating with each other that, we're 100% still committed. We're still here. We're still working. I'm doing this for us and I'm doing this for vice versa.
It's very easy to get locked in and just kind of not look at everything going on around you if you got this one specific goal in mind. And you gotta try. It's like we're always riding that wave, man, but you gotta try to find a little bit of it. You gotta make everybody happy in the situation. It's a struggle.
But there also has to be give and take. And if I'm in a spot where I'm feeling maybe left out, or I'm feeling kind of unappreciated, for an example, or something, I have to speak up and voice that to you. That's my place to do that. And then it would be your place to communicate back, and it just has to be a lot of give and take. And
I'm working on that.
And we're okay with that. And I think that that's just is a huge growth from maybe someplace where we were this summer when, we weren't in that communication spot where it was more, like, me, I'm going to blame myself here because I did have a lot of difficulty this last summer. But I was more, like, I'm going to fight, in that, in that sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I need to make sure we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Okay.
Yeah.
21 minutes so far.
But I think that is, where, I feel like we've kind of talked about everything right now, but like routine, building a habit, communication, like all of this and being aware.
So let's talk a little bit more about habits, because I think that's really important. That's the key to success. You gotta follow at least some habits every single day, and that's how you make progress. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to working out, I think we just told you guys 2 things that you could do, whether it be the 5-minute flow, which check out Max Shank. That's where we get this 5-minute flow that we're talking about. And I'll just explain it to you really, really quick. So 5-minute flow is you wake up 5 minutes, or you wake up first thing in the morning, you spend 5 minutes just moving your body. There's no rules. You just move. Whatever happens. It could be stretch. You could do yoga. You could do animal flow. You could do joint circles. You could do whatever you want. All right. Push-ups. Whatever. Resets. Original strength resets.
Yeah. That's my go-to.
Yeah. That's something that I always use for warm-up before my workouts. But anyway, so you just do anything you want for 5 minutes. Super simple. And then you just chug some water. That's it. Like, there's no rules. It's easy. Mm-hmm. There's very little skill involved, or it's just, after a certain amount of time, it's not even going to be a certain amount of discipline. It's just going to be normal. It's going to be your routine. It's going to be your habit. You build it up every day. Mm-hmm. So there's 5 minutes right there that you could use to better yourself. And then that snowballs into the rest of the day. So what I'm doing with the Turkish get-ups and the kettlebell swings, that's something that takes me anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want. You could do the Turkish get-ups with no weight, and you could have them done in 3 minutes. And then you could do some kettlebell swings and be done with that. And, some light kettlebell swings, you can do 107 minutes easily. Mm-hmm. We'll do a tutorial on the kettlebell swing, just in case you don't know how to do a safe kettlebell swing. They don't need to be perfect, but they need to be perfectly safe. Shout out to So-Called Strong for that, because I got that from him. That's something that's super simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of thought. You don't have to, think about a whole bunch of different movements. You're going through literally 2 exercises, and you're hitting your whole body, and that could be it. That's all you might need for a low-level general fitness, if you're like an athlete, obviously you got to train a little bit more than that, a little bit more specialized. But if you're not doing anything at all, 10 Turkish get-ups without any weight and 100 kettlebell swings, that's a fucking workout. That's going to serve you pretty well.
That was my workout before I had lost weight like that.
Yeah,
I did that on my lunch break.
That was my original, that was my introduction to kettlebells, was the Simple and Sinister. We bought that book when we got our first kettlebells, and that was the program that I followed. That's how I progressed, and that's how I got to be an RKC back in 2014. And that was always a program you could fall back on, because it's so utterly simple. Mm-hmm. There's no excuse as to why you can't get it done. Mm-hmm. And that's a program that's actually designed to be done every day. So there you go.
Just got to build up that grip strength.
Calluses might need a little bit of work. You might need to build up the forearm toughness for your Turkish get-ups. But yeah, it's you can't mess it up, but any kind of body weight stuff, as long as you're moving your body, you're probably doing something pretty good, as long as you're not doing like horrible form burpees or some shit like that. But look up Animal Flow, look up, let's see, Al Cavadlo has a lot of good body weight stuff. I'll try to link all this stuff down below, but holy shit, it might be pretty heavy. I don't know. We'll see. There's so many resources. We're going to start a at-home workout series. I actually have promised a couple people, so now my ass is on the line. I got to get it done, and we're probably going to do some of it tomorrow, actually. So at-home workout stuff designed for either zero or minimal equipment. Be ready. You better subscribe to this channel so you see this stuff. We're going to be posting on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed and karate kick the bell yet, do it. Just do it now. We'll wait. Here. Did you do it? All right. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be complicated is all I'm trying to say. As long as you're doing something, that's better than nothing. So it doesn't have to be the perfect program. It doesn't have to be the best program. It just has to be the thing that you're going to do. And I think I've said that on almost every single episode of this podcast. The thing you could do consistently over a long period of time. That's all you need. So find that thing.
That actually flows beautifully into my post yesterday. Weird. So what happened is I shared a progress picture. Me at my highest weight, which was 322 pounds. And then me currently, I'm like 167, 168. So 155 pounds, huge difference, half my body, nearly half my body. And in this progress picture, it basically is saying, fitness and health does not need to be hard. It does not need to be perfect. Does not need to be complicated. You just need to be consistent. You just need to choose something that you're comfortable doing, that you can do every day. Be consistent with it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be hard. And do it. And, keep that routine. Keep that habit. But also, love yourself, choose gratitude, choose happiness, keep that mental health in there as well. I think that all just plays in, and while you're making these small steps, they might be small, they might not be huge, water every day, that's real small, but in the long run, you're going to look back in a year, 2 years, and you're going to be like amazed because of all this progress you've made just by choosing one thing that you can do consistently every damn day.
Yeah.
It really doesn't need to be overcomplicated. There's tons of different workouts you can do at home, in a gym, with minimal items. There's, you don't have to eat organic. You don't have to buy the most expensive things to eat in a good way that's going to fuel your body appropriately. You don't have to buy supplements. You just need to do the things, the minimal things, to add up to this huge change.
I want to issue a challenge right now to everybody watching. If you're still watching this episode right now, here it is. I want you to hashtag every damn day, choose something to do every damn day, and I want you to post about it. All right? I know you're on Instagram. I know you're on Facebook.
We see you.
One of those things, all right? Post. You don't have to post about it every single day, but I want you to give us an every damn day post, and I want you to tag House of Timmerman Podcast in it, all right? And if you're not following House of Timmerman Podcast on Instagram, do that too. You follow me at Dennis.Timmerman and her at House of Timmerman, just House of Timmerman. I almost said podcast, but I didn't. Follow us, tag us, all right? Let us know that you guys are doing an every damn day habit. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. It could be water.
Yeah.
Anything, all right? We want to see it. Post it. Tag us.
Hashtag every damn day. Perfect.
I don't know how saturated that hashtag is. There might be millions of posts to that, but that's what we're using. Yep. So I think I created one, though. Hashtag 10 get-ups, 100 swings.
Yeah, you did.
So if you use that hashtag, I gotta follow that thing or something. I had to figure this social media thing out, guys.
I can help you. It's okay.
Yes. So yeah, that's the challenge that I want to issue. All right, so now going back to that post, I want to give you guys a behind the scenes, because that's what you and me were talking about the other day, as far as you were looking back at pictures from when we've been training at Primal for like 2 years now. Like shit, at the end of this month, it's officially 2 years. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, happy anniversary to us at Primal. When I first started training there, you were still kind of intimidated by the whole gym environment.
I'd never worked out in a gym before.
Right. So you're very hesitant to kind of step foot in the door. And then when you finally built up the confidence to step foot in the door, you kind of stay to yourself back in the corner. You come in, you look all cool doing your kettlebell swings, but you wouldn't really talk to anybody. Right. So because you hadn't built up that confidence yet. But after doing that for a certain amount of time, you started kind of talking to people. Then you kind of started branching out and doing a class every once in a while. And you were looking at pictures back from that time when you were branching out. And you thought, like, at that time, you're like, oh, I was so confident. I felt so good about myself. But now, like, the way you feel compared to how you felt then, you're like, I'm like, that person, like, I would crush that person. Like, I'm so much stronger and so much more confident, all that now. So, you know, to where the point you're here doing this.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
this terrified me when we started. Like I resented this.
Yeah. So it's like that growth, like, has come through some discomfort and some, you're very hesitant. You're very kind of nervous to start, and you dipped your toes in the water. But once you got started, holy shit, the changes, the progress that you made. So, like, let that be a lesson, you guys. Start something, just something small. I promise, as long as you keep going, it's going to grow into something bigger, something better. And one day you might have your own fucking podcast talking to a camera. All right? Because you're going to go through that, and you're going to want to share that with the world. You're going to feel obligated to share it, because to me, everything that I've been through, I feel like it's a crime to not share with you guys my knowledge, my experience, and my, you know, the way I could help a lot of people who have not made a lot of good choices, right? I've been there, so I could serve that person pretty well. So like those are the type of people that excite me to train, right? But those are also the type of people that their lives get changed and they want to go out and touch other lives. So it's like win, 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 you know, like over and over again. So you could be the person that inspires somebody to make a change later on, and then they could be the person that inspires 10 more people, and holy shit, the snowball effect. That one good habit could change lives.
Yeah. So Primal changed my life.
Yes, Primal changed my life too. Like, you know, having the opportunity to just, you know, do my thing, like find myself, has been like, I wouldn't have been able to do that at fucking, oh, you thought I was going to say it, huh?
No, I do want
any box gym,
yeah.
You know, it just any corporate environment. I think, like I made the comment today, Primal is like the Avengers forming. Everybody's starting to find their strengths and build up their power, and we're all fucking charging up, and we're about to take over the fucking, at least Sioux Falls. At least we don't have to take over. There's a lot of people in Sioux Falls. We want to help as many people as possible, though. Let's just say that.
But that's why I constantly share Primal with any person I meet, is because, like, that place is my freaking home. Like, those people that go there, I might not know their name, but they are my tribe. They're my family. Like, I would do anything for anybody who trains at Primal because they are good shit. Like, the trainers there, the people who come to class, the people who come and train there, like, everybody is just so good and such a great atmosphere. And, like, it is just comfortable, and everybody's there to better themselves, better their clients, better, you know, like.
Now everybody's trying to branch out. We're trying to share more. Like, we're trying to grow.
Yeah.
And shout out to Hustle with Huseman. You go check that out. He's got YouTube. I'll link that up. I have a feeling Travis is going to have a YouTube really, really soon.
Yep. He's got his new Sioux Falls training.
Yeah, Sioux Falls Personal Training.com. Go check that out. Damn, I got stuff to add to the stuff down below.
You have to take everything, yeah.
I told Nick, I know Nick's calling in life, the Camera Conspiracies style vlog. So we're going to get Nick started on a vlog eventually. Like everybody, Seth, he's fucking going to the Olympics next year, so he's going to blow up in his own way. It's like, holy shit, like, I'm excited. This is going to be a big year. So you guys, if you're watching right now, you're in on the ground floor. Or I guess if you're watching in the future, you might not be. But
you're going to see how big we blew up, though.
Yeah, if you're watching this in present time, January 2019, holy shit, January 2020, guys.
Fucking real.
Things are going to be good. Good. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on right now.
Right.
Yeah. So, did we?
I feel like we covered a lot.
We're at,
like none of it was.
We're at 38 minutes, so I mean, we must have said something worthwhile.
I mean,
if you think we did and you still haven't gave a thumbs up, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click that little bell after you subscribe. If you don't see the bell, that means you haven't subscribed. You need to find out what it's all about. Check it out. We're going to be doing more videos. We're going to do home workout videos designed for little to no equipment. We're going to do, obviously this weekly podcast. Mm-hmm. I've got a vlog. Go check out my vlog. I've got a new vision for it. I'm trying to find my footing with this whole vlog thing. I want to be possible while still being authentic to myself and make it maybe a little bit less complicated, because my previous episodes, I think I started with the biggest possible vision that I could possibly create, and I need to step it way the fuck back and think just a little bit smaller, simplify things a little bit more. And so I've got a new plan coming up in the works. So expect to see a lot of episodes coming up for my vlog. Kettle Bar Podcast. Still doing that thing weekly. Go check that out. Check out, of course, Primal. Checks out. I need to start a Primal YouTube page for sure. What else? That's all I got. Shit.
I feel like that covered it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. We really hope we're creating value. I know I ramble a lot. She was supposed to keep me on track. I don't feel like I was on track, but
none of this video was on track.
I was speaking from the heart. So I really want the information that I share with you guys to have a positive impact. And if it is, then hell yeah, right on. That's what we're doing it for.
Amen.
See ya. See you next week.